Guys, what is up? This is your girl, Bofina1, bringing you another YouTube video. So today's topic is going off of PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and being able to cross-play. And supposedly there's like rumors going around that PlayStation, Sony, and Microsoft, Xbox are going to maybe try to come together later on down the future to make one console that is universal for basically everybody. But first things first, let's talk about the crossplay. So crossplay, for those of you who don't know, is basically, let's say Sony has The Division and Xbox has The Division, right? But if you're on PlayStation, you only can play with other people online that have PlayStation. And if you have an Xbox One, you and other people that have Xbox One can play together online. Well, crossplay means that if both people two separate people have the game on two separate consoles, you'll be able to play with one another on the online. So let's say someone on Xbox has, Division online, and someone on PlayStation 4 has Division, and they both can play online regardless of them having two different types of systems. So there's the pros and there's the cons of this. The pros is that, let's say maybe you have a friend who has an Xbox One and you have a PlayStation 4, and you guys never ever could play games together because of your own personal decisions, and why you think which console is better than the other, that whole war thing, right? Well, now you can play games together, and I think it's great. I think to be able to play with other people, I think it opens up your horizon of being able to talk and interact with other people. So let's say, for instance, you're starting out with a YouTube channel, trying to get it to grow. This can kind of help you get your name out there, in terms of speaking with people on both Xbox platform and PlayStation 4 platform. Some of the cons can be that, well, you end up having gangs of people, and gangs, I mean more like clans. So basically, how people have clans when they play Call of Duty. Same thing goes when people, play Division, games like that, where it's a team game. People kind of form groups, right? So there may end up being a bit of like a war of like, oh, PlayStation, this is PlayStation, Sony, clan here, and then you have Xbox clan here, so there may be a bit of that, going on of things like that. But overall, I think it's a good feature. I think I enjoy it. I think it's great. I think it's nice that we'll be able to play with other people. I think especially in terms of certain servers, like for instance, I know for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on the PlayStation 4, people are still playing that game, but on Xbox One, people are not really playing that game so much because it's been kind of shown that I think on Xbox One, it is a little bit bigger because demographic, if you look at the type of like the age range of people that actually buy Xbox One and the people that play Call of Duty, they kind of go hand in hand. Most of the people that play Call of Duty are in their teens, so like 13, maybe 12 to about 18, kind of the highest. There's a few people that are older, but that's like the vast majority of the age range of who's plays, and that's also the bigger majority of people who play and buy Xbox One or just Xbox in general, and that's been kind of shown. So that, I mean, in terms of that aspect, it would be beneficial because you would be able, Xbox One people would be able to play and have people to play with, play Call of Duty with on the PlayStation 4. So there wouldn't be this whole thing of, some servers are down and, there's barely anybody playing on them. There's no one to play with. So a lot of people, they feel pressure that they have to go get the new Call of Duty, the Black Ops 2. They had to go get it because there was no one playing Advanced Warfare. So there was like, well, no one's playing them. If I can't beat them, join them, right? So, those are some of the pros and cons, I think, that really stick out in terms of being able to play, in terms of what people from another console. The next thing is there's rumors. I don't know if there's anything really confirmed. I've heard that Sony is not really down with it or not really feeling it, but basically PlayStation, so Sony and Xbox, they are thinking, or Xbox, I think, pleaded to Sony about them making their consoles kind of together. So basically, instead of there being, PlayStation and Xbox, both of the consoles would come together. So it would just be one universal console. Some people don't like this and some people do. Here's why I think some people do like it, and here's why I think some people don't like it. I think some people like it, like me. I think it would be a good feature because, for instance, how PlayStation and Xbox, they have exclusives, right? So that means that in order to play those games, you must buy that console in order to play that game, or you must at least know somebody that has that console to play the game with, right? So let's say, for instance, like Saints Row. That's a series that I've been playing for a while. The first game was originally only on Xbox 360. It didn't come out for PlayStation 3 until PlayStation bought it like so many years later, and so then the second one came out, the third one, and yada yada, and it kept going on. So for me, a person who really wanted to play the first one, I was really interested in it, I had to either A, get an Xbox 360, or B, not play it at all, basically, just not be able to play it at all, and or go to someone's house and play it. So I think it allows for there to not be these things as exclusives, because I don't know about you, but let's say, because like me, I have a PlayStation 4, so that's a $400 console. I'm not going to go out and buy another $300 $400 console just to play one game. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, they're kind of losing money if you think about it, because there's some games, people can say what they want. There's some games on the Xbox One that I wouldn't mind picking up, or trying them out because they look really good, but they're exclusives to that console. And same thing, probably the people that have Xbox, they probably look at PlayStation like, man, that's a pretty good exclusive. I wish I had a PlayStation 4 so I could play it. I mean, those little things like that, I think they're key, and I think it would help, in terms of unity and, a lot of other stuff. But the con of it is you have people, that have their Xbox for forever, and, have been with Xbox forever and have been with PlayStation forever. And they like the separation. They like the gratification of having my own console and having my own games. I don't want to share. And then, you also have some people that are saying that, only reason why Xbox is doing it is because their sales have been down, which is true, and they don't have as many good exclusive games anymore like they did before, which is another true statement. So it's kind of like, is it more so because Microsoft wants to really have a universal system, or is it more so because they feel like, okay, we're losing money, people are not buying our stuff as much, so let's come together and let's just not forfeit, but come to amends with Sony so we can try to get our company back up. You never know. I don't know. Personally, I don't really have an issue with it. I think it would be nice. It would stop a lot of these wars. It would allow for, everyone to be able to play all the exclusives. Well, first, there wouldn't even be no such thing as exclusives. There wouldn't be anything as, oh, this system is that. If there's only one universal console, everyone would get a chance to play those games. It would stop a lot of wars. Another thing, I guess you could say that's probably a con maybe of it is, it's been known that on the PlayStation is more of an adult system. And by adult, I mean people that are, I would say probably at least over 18, a little bit older, a little bit more mature, grown men, grown women, not as much, trash talking as there is on the Xbox. I know some people are probably not going to like that because they're like, oh, well, you're just being a Sony fan. No, this is just from experience of, seeing how people are on Xbox One. I have never actually owned one, but I used to go over to a friend's house like all the time and play on the Xbox 360. So I see how it is, and it could be like that too on the PlayStation, but it's a lot less likely. So there's that feature of you're gonna have to deal with a lot of more trash talking. It's already out there, but I would say, me personally, from my experience, that the Xbox in general franchise just has more trash talkers than the PlayStation 4 does, or PlayStation just in general does. But overall, like I said, I think the crossplay would be great. It's very good to connect and meet new people, to have more people to play with. I mean, for instance, your friend may not even be able to may not be on one time, and so on the Xbox is on. You can communicate with them, and you guys can get a mission done. So it'll mean that there'll be more people to do missions and play games, and you have more people on your friends list to play with, and yada yada yada. I think it's more of a positive thing. And in terms of having one system together, I think it's a good idea. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I'd be pretty happy for it. Do I think it's going to happen anytime soon? I don't know. I mean, there's been rumors going around that they're saying that Sony actually doesn't want to do that, which I can understand. I mean, Sony has been the leading gaming console since like the PlayStation 2, I believe. So I can understand that you don't want someone else to take a piece of your pie. That you've been marinating. Have made this into something. You don't want somebody else to come in that was originally, I guess you could say, like the enemy. So I can understand where they're coming from. But I do think it would be a very good move in terms of just moving forward and bringing the unity and stopping this whole like this console over that console. Yeah, and as a whole, it would just stop the whole war thing going on. So yeah, guys, that's like my little rant on the crossplay and the universal system that is people are talking about. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, as well as don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Bofina1, that's BOFINA1, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bofina1, and also on Facebook at Bofina1. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you guys interested in seeing this whole crossplay thing? Are there games that maybe you like on another console that you don't have, that you're excited to see, you know, come to your console? And as well as, are you excited to hear about the universal console that may potentially be coming out? Who knows? So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. And also, this weekend will be no stream. So no stream Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. My birthday is tomorrow, so it's Saturday. I will be 20, and I will be doing a vlog for you guys. I'll be vlogging Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The vlog will probably not be up until Monday, and there may or may not be a video on Saturday just because I will be home and I may not be able to really record anything or like a small vlog for you guys. There's be a lot of stuff going on, so like I said, I will be vlogging a lot for you guys Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it'll be up on Monday. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your weekend. See ya. Peace, Fan Army.